Levine Children's Hospital provides a team approach to every child's care. One of the most important components of that care is the Child Life Department. These are master's-trained individuals that work with the physicians, nursing, and other staff to provide education to the family and the child about their disease process and some of the components of their experience during their stay, such as pain management, any of the operations or procedures. Without their help, we could not execute the team approach to care.
We have one of the largest child life departments in this country, and we are very fortunate that our administration, our medical staff, understand how important it is to take care of the psychological, the social, and the emotional part of illness. There's no charge for what we do for these families. You know, how could you charge for what we do? But it's just as important sometimes as that medicine hanging on an IV pole.
From the moment the children walk in to the emergency department, to if they're coming from a clinic setting or just being admitted to the floor, we want to help minimize the stress and anxiety that's associated with hospitalization.
They make it fun. They make it better, something to do while you're in here instead of moping in the bed and watching TV. She helps me not be so afraid to before a transplant or something like that. And she goes down with me and explains everything, and sometimes she'll stay over time too.
Even after surgery, there's somebody in the recovery room with them to help them cope with waking up and dealing with the changes that have happened. There's somebody, a specialist on every inpatient unit in this hospital to help the children deal with the day-to-day things of being in the hospital and try to make it as normal as possible.
I mean, it's been incredible for us, particularly with Adam and his long-term stays at the hospital. Miss Lindsay is a child life assistant on this floor, and Adam has been immunocompromised so much and had so many infectious diseases that we've been a lot of times contained to the hospital room and not able to go out and play. So the child life consistently come and ask Adam what kind of things he'd like to do, and particularly with painting.
I like to paint, and I like to paint pictures about Mommy and Daddy and Austin was my little and sister.
We have an amazing staff. All of our specialists and our assistants come to our program with very different, diverse backgrounds, but they come with one goal in mind, and that's to do what we can do for these children and these families. We have a very special staff person on our staff that brings a very unique way to look at things with working with our patients and our siblings just because of a life experience that he had.
I had a brother who was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and Child Life works directly with my family and my siblings. They did a lot of education stuff with us and just made it feel like home. Even that was our second home. We were hanging out at the hospital all the time, and to be able to get out of the room and do some normal things has really made it a lot easier for us to spend that much time in the hospital. I know when a sibling is put in a situation with a chronically ill child, a lot of the attention is on the sick child, where the siblings don't get the same attention and time that just because of the fact that the parents have to be here at the hospital. I always take that time and try to give the sibling a lot of attention and just make him feel just as special and give just as much attention to him, because I know what it was like to be that sibling and to be the one that is, just kind of pushed off to the side a little bit.
Well, when Adam was diagnosed back in January, there was a lot of new things that we were facing, and Child Life really stepped up and came to the siblings with Austin, and specifically being old enough and really explained what was getting ready to happen to Adam as far as the surgery. It lets Austin be near Adam without having to maybe in some uncomfortable situations not have to be in the room, but know that he's close to him.
He comes to see me and play with me, and sometimes he spends the night.
A lot of people outside of the hospital and family, friends, different people that we're in touch with ask me all the time, how do you do this every day? It must be so hard, it must be so sad or so difficult. But the biggest reward as being a child life specialist here at the Children's Hospital is when a child makes you a picture or totally give something to you from their heart and as thanks, or a mom, is upset and turns to you and gives you a hug, and you can kind of be that support person and help them through that. It's really rewarding being a part of these families' lives. This is probably their most stressful time ever, is being in this hospital setting. So, to know that you've made that connection with a family member or a sibling or a patient, it means the world.